Have you ever sent a message and waited for a reply that never came? Anxiety grows and you wonder, why isn't she responding when she's constantly on her phone? The truth is, many men are trapped in this cycle, not knowing what's really going on. My friend, you are about to discover what many do not know. I will guide you down the path of understanding, revealing the reasons why women might ignore your messages, even when they have their phones in hand all the time. This knowledge can change the way you perceive and interact with them. But first, I want you to do something that costs nothing and brings you many benefits. Like this video and subscribe to the channel, guaranteeing you nothing but advantages. Finally, as promised, let's get to the core, the dynamics of response. It's crucial for you to understand that many men are confused by women's sporadic replies. The main idea is clear. They may respond occasionally just to keep your attention in a subtle game of interests. And believe me, your attention is valuable. In this digital world, attention is the most precious currency. I'm here providing solid content, and your attention helps me move forward. Similarly, when a woman replies to you, it's not necessarily because she likes you, but because she enjoys the free attention you provide her. Think about this. 5-6 hours pass without a reply, and when she finally does, it's just to keep your attention. Why? Because having your attention, even occasionally, makes her feel valued. Imagine that friend who invites you out only when they have no other plans. Do they enjoy your company? Yes, but you're never the first choice. With women, the dynamics can be similar. They may reply to you from time to time, but they're not genuinely interested. They're interested in your attention. You might be her 5th or 6th option. She wants to keep you there, in reserve, while prioritizing other options. And if the first option fails, guess what? There you are, with your free attention, always available. This might seem controversial, but it's the plain truth. You wait while she spends hours not responding, and when she finally does, it's just to keep you on the line. Don't worry, and above all, don't waste yourself. My advice is to use your time for personal development, growth as a person, rather than waiting for a message from someone who might only see you as a distant option. Understand that this isn't about being politically correct or using gentle words. It's about being realistic and straightforward. The world of social interactions is complicated, and while you eagerly wait for a notification, the truth is she might not be thinking about you in the same way. Use this insight to prioritize what helps you grow, and don't get lost in a cycle of waiting and expectations. Turn your attention into something productive for yourself, not an exchangeable currency for someone who doesn't value your true potential. The second part you need to understand and embrace in your life is learning not to expect anyone's reply and focusing on yourself. I'll tell you about a personal experience. A few days ago, I was talking to a girl who was interested in me. She asked why I took so long to reply to her messages. The truth is, I was simply busy with my projects, work, and other priorities. When she suggested I might be talking to other girls, I was honest and said I was focused on my own goals. In an attempt to make me jealous, she confessed she talks to 10 other guys. I already knew that, and it didn't bother me. Why? Because I was the guy who didn't wait for a reply or worry about who else she was talking to. And guess what? She eventually said she could ignore the others for me. That's because she saw value in me, someone who wasn't always available, but focused on his own development. So, my friend, when you are a guy who doesn't worry about an immediate response because you're genuinely engaged in your own life, you become more attractive. Women recognize value in someone who is committed to their personal growth. She confirmed this to me, something many of us men need to understand. Look at your direct on Instagram or WhatsApp. You usually have few messages from women, while their direct is full. It's a clear sign that you shouldn't worry if she doesn't respond immediately. If you are in a serious relationship, like dating or marriage, it's important to maintain balance. Focus on yourself, but also pay attention if there is a lack of reciprocity. Always aim for growth and be honest. If you feel things aren't going well, talk openly. Say you notice a lack of connection and suggest options. Continue, adapt, or go separate ways. This honesty is key. You don't have to be like me, but being honest with yourself is crucial. If you are with someone for a short time, You have no right to demand attention or claim anything. But as you develop and grow, you place yourself in a position of value where you can be honest without fear. Remember, the key is always striving for personal development and not getting lost in unrealistic expectations. Be clear about what you want and deserve, and it will naturally attract what is best for you. Before we move on, I want to present you with the biggest opportunity, a skill you urgently need to learn. Otherwise, you'll miss out on chances with women. And well, I know that when you're walking down the street or entering a supermarket, pharmacy, gym, or mall, you exchange glances with one or more women, and they awaken your desire, and you feel that urge to approach, but you don't know how and feel embarrassed, right? But my friend, here's the solution I've prepared for you. Imagine having an ebook that teaches you this, naturally and without pressure. In this book, you'll learn to approach women with confidence and know exactly what to say, and of course with ease and naturalness. You'll learn to make her feel comfortable, create natural attraction, intimacy, and most importantly, arouse her desire in a short time. What once seemed impossible now becomes completely possible. In just 60 minutes or even less, you can go from zero to a kiss, or even further with a woman, using the valuable content you'll find in the ebook I've created for you. You'll never miss those opportunities with women who interest you again. And one more thing. Once acquired, this wisdom will be yours forever. It will stay in your head, becoming part of who you are. If I were you, I wouldn't miss this opportunity. The ebook is pinned in the comments, just waiting for you. Don't miss this chance, because it might not be available for a long time. As I've already mentioned, take advantage of it, because now is the time for you to achieve positive results with women. So seize this chance, because later it will be too late, and you urgently need to get ahead of the competition. And with this ebook, success with women is guaranteed for you, so don't waste time. Continuing, the third part is the psychology of selective attention. And the concept of selective attention is key here. Just as I told you in the previous section about my own experience, women, like anyone, have priorities in their digital interactions. Even if they're constantly with their phones, they may choose not to respond to certain messages for various reasons. The main reason? Lack of interest. They might prioritize other conversations or simply not feel that your interaction brings them any real value at that moment. Remember when I told you that while you might only have a few messages in your direct, hers could be full? Exactly. This selectivity happens because deep down, women seek interactions that resonate with their emotions and current interests. If your message doesn't spark real interest in her, it may simply be set aside. This doesn't mean you're wrong or that she's right. It's just the way things work. Women, like us men, are driven by emotions. And if your message doesn't touch those emotional strings, unfortunately, it could be prioritized below other interactions. So understand that this selectivity has nothing to do with you personally. It's just the way the female brain processes and prioritizes the information that comes to it. Don't waste yourself trying to decipher why she doesn't reply. Focus on being someone who sparks positive emotions and a sense of value. When you become such a person, attention and interest come naturally. Remember, my dear, about this complicated dynamic of social media and instant validation. Often, women may be more engaged in activities that bring them quick gratification, like likes and comments, than in responding to messages that require a more personal and direct interaction. Understand this, but don't let it discourage you. Follow your path of personal growth, and let them come to you when they see your value. To the fourth part, and here's the big truth. Social media is a game of validation, especially for women. Man, understand this. When you're out there liking all the pictures, calling her beautiful, giving likes on stories, you're already validating her, putting her on a pedestal. And for what? She realizes she doesn't have to do anything to have you in her grip. It's a cycle of instant gratification, where likes and comments satisfy that need for validation. Social media creates the illusion of constant connection, but that's all it is, an illusion. While you wait for a reply, she receives a flood of likes and comments that offer that instant validation. And guess what? Your messages, which require something more intimate and personal, are pushed to the back burner, because for her, She's already getting all the attention she needs without having to engage more deeply. And it's not that all women do this, but man, most do. It's about how the game is played. It might seem harsh, but that's the truth. If you're always available and offering this free validation, then why would she invest time in replying to your messages? She already gets what she needs. Now I want to hear from you. If you're a guy who doesn't follow this path, who has his own vision of the world, or even agrees with me, leave your comment. I want to know if you're with me on this, if you're committed to understanding and evolving with the knowledge I'm sharing. Leave a comment. Tell me if you agree or not. And if you don't want to comment, that's fine, but think about it. And fifth, you need to understand about the perception of value and priority. Let me ask you, are you really on her radar? Often, the reason a woman doesn't reply to you quickly is directly related to the importance she assigns to the interaction. If she doesn't reply quickly, it might be that in her mind she doesn't see much value in the interaction at that moment. But relax, it doesn't reflect your value as a person. It's more about how you're perceived in that context. And yes, being realistic, some women might not reply because they're already involved or in another relationship. It's part of the game and something you need to consider. But, as I said, it's not a reflection of who you truly are. It's a matter of momentary perception. Working on increasing perceived value in interactions is key. And you know how you do that? By focusing on yourself. That old maxim, the guy who chases women never has money, but the guy who focuses on improving himself and generating value for himself never lacks women. I was once on that side, you know? I was the guy who had no options, or at least not the best ones. I stopped being the one who sends messages to everyone, who lived thinking about getting. I decided to focus on my development, on how to grow and evolve. If you have a business, a profession, or are on the path of entrepreneurship, focus on what truly pushes you forward. Women become a natural consequence of your success and evolution. I'm here as a true friend, telling the truth. It's important for you to understand this. And now let's take a little break. So far, you've found value in this video, right? If you agree with me, don't forget these 3 basic things. First, leave a like. Second, subscribe to the channel. And third, share this knowledge. By doing this, not only do you gain, but you help others have access to this wisdom. The good you do for others comes back to you doubly. Moreover, think about the ebook that can help you develop the skills to approach women naturally, without nerves, in a magnetic way. Take advantage of the opportunities that arise. Women are watching you, they're looking at you, and you need to have proactivity. With the ebook, you'll develop the right mindset to seize the opportunities that align with you in the given context. So don't waste time, my friend. And in conclusion, I want to leave a final message that I hope truly adds value to your life. The essence here is simple. Set your personal priorities and focus on what really matters. Understand that both I and you have a set of priorities that dictate our actions and responses. This perception is liberating, especially when you realize that you won't always be the immediate priority for others, just as they aren't for you. For many women, replying to messages might not be at the top of the list, especially when they are busy with other obligations or more fulfilling activities. Knowing this helps alleviate any frustration, and more importantly, it allows you to redirect your energy, which is precious, to something that will truly make you grow and evolve. Develop new skills, broaden your thinking, and focus on the best things in life. And of course, find hobbies that bring you joy and satisfaction. The key is to maintain balance. Once you understand that no one owes you anything except yourself, something changes. You owe yourself a better body, a sharper mind, a healthy diet. You deserve the best in all aspects, so stop focusing on things that aren't as important. Waiting for hours for a message that may never come only holds you back in the same place. It won't take you far. As a sincere friend, I tell you, you need to prioritize yourself. So this is my final message. I hope you understood and that it makes a difference. And of course, now you know why many women don't reply to your messages. Don't forget, if you liked the video, subscribe to the channel, download your ebook, and leave a like. See you in the next video. See you.